G'day everyone, Raid0AU, and welcome back to an episode of Empyrion Galactic Survival in Alpha 3. Finally, this is episode 20. And, finally I got everything fixed with my computer. So, running better than ever. And first of all, I'd just like to thank everyone for their words of encouragement. It means a lot. And yeah, thank you very much for those. As I said, it does mean a lot, but we need to get back onto things now. So you'll see I've done a little bit of work out here. I've just laid out some concrete, and I've still got a bit to do over there. You'll see that some of these plants are a bit of a problem. I'll do a bit of this off camera. Basically, it looks like the only way that we can sort of fix this is you've got to use your mining tool. So effectively, we'd have to break the block out, mine down, just to clear it and get rid of it. I've got a tree that's in here. It keeps growing back. So I'm going to have to wait for it to grow back, break out around it, and then probably drill down underneath it and see if that stops it coming back. Really, stuff shouldn't be growing back through the concrete, I wouldn't have thought. But anyway, that's just a side point, and hopefully they fix that at some point. Also, I would have thought with, you know, the grass and things like that, when you put down blocks, it should really get rid of that, I would have thought. But that's maybe all for the future. Now, you'll see here I've done a little bit of mining, and the only reason being just mainly to clear out some of this stuff here. A lot of it's not really that important for what I want to do over here. So, first thing I want to do inside the walls here, because you can see the walls are all now complete, is I want to move our farm inside. So I'm going to start over on this side here, and I'm going to build a farm here, and then probably one over in that corner there. Eventually we might have one in each of the corners. We'll see how we go. But I'm going to do a similar kind of design to what I did out the front there with using wood. But not completely using wood. Now the main thing here is I want to see if this is... Yep. Did I mine out enough? Just, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, I reckon so. I reckon we put enough in there. Now, so I actually want 2 layers of wood here. So this can... I'll just take this one back out for the moment. And then on the sides here, what we need to do is break that one out and... Not that. Stick one of those in. Same on this side. So that way that just fits in there. We do the same over this side. Like that. Now, first ones I'm going to concentrate on are the durians, the pumpkins, and the tomatoes, because they're a good source of food. So, once again on this side, I just want to and I want a double layer here as well, just to square that off. Do the same here. Okay. So you see here we've got a plant that doesn't want to go away. So just drill that down a bit. hopefully that should clear that. Alright, so next thing we want to look at is our growing pots. So what we're going to want is remembering that they need to be in 3x3 grids. So there's one grid. Two grids. And then in the middle here we want some wood. And probably 3 rows of wood, I'm thinking. Hopefully this will all make sense eventually. 2, 3. And we're out of blocks now, out of growing pots. Now I believe I did have some more being made. But we'll go and have a look. We've got plenty of spoiled food, so we can continue on while we're waiting for those to be made. Now I should have some work lights so we can light the place up. It's not too bad with the lights over here, but probably still just stick one here, and just for the moment we'll stick one there. It's better. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that one needs to go there. Okay, so whoop. So we just need to remember that we need so I'm just reminding myself again. That one. Come over there. Come over there. Did I bring that one out too far? I did. Brought that one too far. There we go. And then these ends, we just need to round them off like that. Yep. Rotate that one around, rotate that one around. Okay. And then place that one up there, that one up there, one there, that one there. Let's go see how we're going with these whoop, missed the door. Or 13. Should be enough, I think, to finish it. Or to finish that. So 1, 2, 3. So we need... that. Oh, wrong one. Forgot to change the block back. Okay. And then that one can come across here. Pick up our light again. Oh, it's a bit dark. Come across here. Let's go have a look and see what lights we've got. We should have a few lights left over. As you can see, there's plenty of lights around, but they don't throw a huge amount of light out. Let's get rid of that big ugly block in front of me. Any light? 5 lights up, dude. Alright, so what we can then do... Actually, we don't need the grey lights anymore, so we could probably put those up like that. That should help light things up. I'm assuming that's just shadow on there, or is it? But where's the shadow coming from? I don't know. It's bizarre. Anyway, we'll continue on. I'll worry about that afterwards. So this corner piece here we can actually get rid of again because we don't actually need it, do we? No, we'll leave it there just because it matches in. Pick that up. Do I want freestanding? Long ones. Let's just stick a light down here on the ground for the moment, just to light that up a little bit. Try it with the long ones. And probably want some steel or concrete? Concrete, I'm thinking. Now, large corner, maybe. Yeah, we could probably do that. We just stick these all the way along. We did the same on this side. That's why I wasn't too worried about some of the grass, because a lot of it's covered up. Ah, don't do that. He says as he places them down. Right. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. I can cope with that, I think. We have a decent amount of growing up there. So what we got? 9, 18, 36. Okay. Now the one thing I do want is we want to have more tomatoes than durian and pumpkins. So we got 38, 36. 36, so that's 12, 12 and 12. But if we do 18, probably hear my mind ticking over here. Yeah, I reckon if we do 18 tomatoes and then do one each of a grid of 9 of the durians and the pumpkins. The reason being that we want an excess of tomatoes so that if we're out and about doing stuff and we're killing wildlife, then we've got the tomatoes to be able to make it into the canned meat. So that's the thought behind it. Now, I haven't quite got 18. But we're close. And it won't take long to fill that out. In fact, there's probably almost some tomatoes ready to be harvested out there, which I could make into some more of those. And we can easily do it with these. So, pumpkins. And durians. Alright, let's go and have a look and see if we got any tomatoes out there. I know we got pumpkins and durians out here because I didn't harvest those last time. No, tomatoes haven't quite grown yet. I will harvest these though. Alright, so what that'll enable us to do is to then get rid of that farm out the front. The other thing I'm thinking of I might just go in and grab a flashlight, I think. Because it is quite dark. I still don't understand why we can't have a flashlight on our helmet. Or a helmet mounted light. It would just seem to make sense. The thing I wanted to just have a look at was just how close are we to... I know the one side is pretty close. Really doesn't make a lot of difference. I was thinking that it might be easier to put the oxygen and the water generator on that side, but it looks like it's pretty much the same. Oop, out of stamina. Now, one thing I have been working on when I was able to, as my computer allowed, was I did do a little bit of work in creative. Haven't quite completed it yet. But what I might do is I'm just going to have something to eat, and then might just quickly jump over to the creative game. Just so I can show you what I was doing in there. And basically, the idea of it is a smaller, self-contained base based on this similar design, but one that we can use as a blueprint and just build so we can place down on planets and moons and things like that, just to have a presence there as we expand our a galactic empire. So what I'll do is I'll just quickly jump into the other game, and then I'll see you in a minute. Welcome back, guys. So here we are in the creative mode, and yeah, this is just the just a little outpost that I've been working on. So you'll see it's based on the same design as the other base. Just added a bit of a flag there just so the aliens know who it is. Just with some simple defences and things like that. It's only designed to be a very simple base. It'll just have a constructor and things like that in it. Haven't quite finished it yet. So if we go in, as you can see here, I just went around dumping lights all over the place. Actually stack they don't stack too badly. So I haven't got a generator or anything in here yet. And you'll see there's a few oddities around the place as far as texturing and colouring goes and things like that, but I will fix all of that. So basically, this is effectively it. These are the towers, and all I've done is open those out. So you've kind of got these 4 chambers in here. We can put, crafting in one, put the fuel tanks and things like that in another, food production maybe in another one, food storage, a bit of storage and things like that, generators. And as I said, this is something that basically I'm thinking that rather than having to build one every time we go to a new planet, we can basically fly down to a planet, have this already built in the from the blueprints, and just plonk it down and go, right, aliens, we're here, and then work from there. So that's the idea. Once it's finished, I'll make it available as a blueprint on the Steam Workshop, so I'll let you guys know when that's done. It should be ready in the next couple of days or so, and I want to get on with the videos pretty hard as I've lost quite a bit of time due to the computer, but that's now all fixed, so thank you all for your patience. And I think we'll call today's video here. So I hope you've enjoyed what you've watched today. If you have, please leave a like and subscribe. And look forward to seeing you all next time. I can guarantee it won't be as long as it was last time. I'm Raid 0 AU, signing out.